When you think of Aphrodite, you're probably picturing love, beauty, maybe a gentle kiss, right? Well, get ready for a surprise. Her story doesn't start there at all. It actually kicks off with some shocking, cosmic violence. Seriously, to really get who the goddess of passion is, we've got to go back to her brutal and, let's be honest, pretty bizarre beginning.
Yeah, so forget everything you thought you knew. No peaceful gardens, no heavenly palaces. The goddess who literally inspires all desire, she was born from an act so violent it shook the entire cosmos. It's a story that just completely flips the script on where we think true beauty comes from.
All right, so to really unpack this, we need to rewind. I mean, way back, all the way to the dawn of time. We're talking primordial gods, huge power struggles, and this one specific moment where unimaginable chaos somehow gave birth to perfect beauty.
So here's the setup. You've got Uranus, the very first ruler of the sky, and he's got this nagging fear, right? There's a prophecy that one of his own kids is going to overthrow him. And that paranoia, it turns him into a total tyrant. Well, that's all the motivation his ambitious son Cronus needs to rise up and challenge him for, control of everything.
Okay, so this isn't just any battle. At the climax, Cronus doesn't just beat his father, he castrates him with a sickle. And then he throws the remains into the sea. It's an act of pure, brutal destruction. But here's where the story takes a wild turn. That act of destruction becomes an act of creation. As the celestial matter drifted on the waves, something absolutely incredible started to happen. It mixed with the salt water and began to churn into this thick, shimmering white foam. And this is the transformation I was talking about. Right out of that pure violence, that ocean chaos, the complete opposite starts to emerge. It's like the sea itself becomes this divine womb, and from that ethereal, foamy substance, a woman of, incomparable beauty begins to take shape. What happens next? Oh, it's the scene. The one that artists have been obsessed with for thousands of years. Because rising right from that foam, the world gets its very first look at Aphrodite, the living, breathing embodiment of desire. Just try to picture this for a second. As she's rising up out of the waves, her skin is just glowing. It's got the radiance of the morning sun bouncing off the Mediterranean water. I mean, it must have been a sight of pure, jaw-dropping divinity. And her hair, it wasn't just golden. The stories say it cascaded down like liquid honey, catching the light with every single soft movement. We're talking about a kind of beauty so perfect, it was probably almost overwhelming to even look at. And her arrival instantly changes everything. It's like nature itself just held its breath. Every creature in the sea stopped what it was doing. Even the winds grew still, totally hushed by her presence. And as that last bit of foam that birthed her dissolved away, she took her first step onto the shores of Cyprus. A brand new, incredibly powerful immortal had just arrived. But her journey was far from over. I mean, being born from the sky and the sea, she was destined for a place among the gods. So, what's her next stop? The divine court on Mount Olympus, of course. And they really rolled out the red carpet for her. Her arrival was a full-on ceremony. She's greeted by the Horae, they're the goddesses of the seasons, and they drape her in these incredible heavenly garments, adorn her with jewels that sparkle like stars, they place a golden diadem on her head, and, get this, as a symbol of the new life she brings, flowers literally bloomed everywhere her feet touched the ground. And finally, escorted by none other than Eros, the god of desire himself, I mean, who else could it be? She makes her grand entrance into the halls of Mount Olympus, ready to take her rightful place in the pantheon. And this is where you really see the fascinating paradox of Aphrodite, right? She is born from the most extreme cosmic violence and the chaos of the sea, but she walks into Olympus with this effortless poise and dignity. She has both things at once, that wild, untamable force of passion and the serene, captivating power of beauty. Her presence just changed the whole game on Olympus. She brought this new, incredibly potent force into the divine court. You have these stoic, tough warrior gods who are suddenly just thunderstruck. They are hit with this awe and longing they have never felt before, and they immediately start competing for her. The old power dynamics? Yeah, those were gone. Forever. So, you might be thinking, okay, that's a wild story, but why does it matter so much?
Well, let's get into the symbolism of it all, because that's really the key to understanding why she still has such a powerful hold on our imaginations. First off, there's actually a specific name for this version of her, this image. It's Aphrodite Anidomene. It's Greek, and it literally just means she who emerges. It forever ties her identity to that one incredible moment, rising right out of the ocean foam.
At the end of the day, her birth isn't just a cool story, it's a really powerful metaphor. Think about it. The ocean stands for those vast, deep, uncontrollable emotions, love, desire, that she's in charge of. Her origin story is basically telling us that true beauty, real passion, often comes from chaos and upheaval. In a way, she's the bridge that connects the raw, elemental world with the complex world of human emotion.
Which really brings us back to the big question, doesn't it? After all this time, why are we still so captivated by this story? I mean, it's violent, it's strange, but there's a power to it that just never seems to fade. You know, maybe the answer is that the story hits home because it frames love for what it really is. It's not always soft and simple, right? It's a primal, powerful force of nature. It's as ancient, as deep, and yeah, sometimes as chaotic as the ocean itself. She is the creative spark of the entire world, brought to life. And that right there is Aphrodite's true legacy. She's this timeless reminder that sometimes the most beautiful, the most powerful, and the most essential things in our lives can come from the most violent and unexpected places. She stands forever as the shimmering proof that beauty really can be born from chaos.